We will now begin a round of 5-minute questions, and I ask all of our colleagues to again keep track of the clock, stay within those 5 minutes. Ms. Mack and Ms. Sherrod Freeman, I'll start with both of you. Too many young people face really significant challenges in accessing high-quality jobs, especially in in-demand fields. Barriers like lack of access to childcare, transportation, high-quality education often really undercut workers earning low wages, workers of color or formerly incarcerated individuals, workers with disabilities, and many others. We need a system that really helps workers overcome those barriers. So Ms. Mack and Ms. Sherrod Freeman, let me ask both of you, and I'll start with Ms. Mack. What are the top things that workforce systems working with their partners need to do to support people facing multiple barriers to employment?
Sure. Thank you for the question. I think what happens on the ground is a recognition that partnership is crucial and critical. And so what we see, many programs are working across their community-based partners in conjunction with their government partners to make sure that there are adequate wraparound supports for individuals who are going through programs. So by way of example, I was speaking with an adult literacy program yesterday in the Capital Region, and they were sharing a story about a woman named Maria who had a IEP, so an individual education plan, because she had a learning disability, and was at a 3rd or 4th grade reading level when she entered into their literacy program, and ultimately needed employment. And so they were able to connect her to a part-time job at a department store while providing the additional wraparound supports, transportation, childcare, some housing support, to be able to continue to finish that high school diploma and ultimately get into a post-secondary career through vocational rehabilitation. And so again, I think part of what the secret sauce is for workforce development is on the ground, the workforce boards and their partners know each other really well. And when they work together, that's when we see success, not only for employers, but for the individuals as well.
Thank you. Ms. Sherrod Freeman?
So I'll build on Ms. Mack's response by adding that the other crucial component to partnerships is actually getting the voice of the participant into the center of the discussion. Now, some would call that centering worker voice. What we see it as on the ground is getting the voice of the people who have the struggles into the conversation, into the room. I'll tell you the story briefly of Rhonda Lease Carter, who was hired by FCA. She had been trying to get into the company since she was 18. It took the Detroit at Work program to translate employer insights into really what Ms. Carter needed to know to be a successful candidate. It had been decades, and the Detroit at Work program on the ground, building solutions around what participants tell us their barriers are, was really the answer to her challenges.
Thank you. Every year more than 600,000 people transition from state and federal prison back into their communities. A high-quality job really is one of the most effective ways we know to reduce recidivism and ensure formerly incarcerated people have a path to stability and success. But unfortunately, the unemployment rate for formerly incarcerated people is nearly 5 times higher than the overall unemployment rate. So we really need better policies and systems in place to support the transition back into the workforce for those individuals. Ms. Mack, I'll turn back to you. How are the workforce system and community-based organizations in New York working to support people as they transition back into their communities and into pathways that lead to high-quality paying jobs?
Sure, thank you. Again, going back to the example I provided in the testimony, having a place for someone to land when they leave incarceration is crucial. That's why Center for Employment Opportunities and the Osborne Association are such important assets in our state, because they work directly with the jail system and probation to make sure that individuals sort of land in a program that can, again, address their specific needs, whether it be housing, back child support, sort of other sort of debts that they've accrued, but also to be able to address some of the soft skills that are necessary so that they can transition through transitional employment into a good paying job. And so it allows employers to try them out, but then also allows individuals to get that immediate wage, which again, they've indicated as absolutely crucial to the ability of people to sort of stay out of jail.
Thank you very much. And I will turn to Senator Burr. My time has expired.